So I look literally insane and I'm not about to be like, hi, welcome back to my channel or anything, but I'm back. Hi. I'm making another video. So that's the end of that. I look insane because I already have my base on.
So I primed my face with this Master Prime. It's by Maybelline. It's Hydrate plus Smooth primer base. For my foundation, I mixed two foundations together. I used the True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous foundation, and it's in the shade W4 Natural Beige. And then a little tiny dot of this Dermicool foundation. I've talked about it before. It's really full coverage. I have absolutely no clue what color it's in. I also went ahead and concealed, and I used the Tarte Tape Shape, like in my last video. And I'm in the shade Light Neutral. Oh, for my foundation, the brush I use is just this little Morphe brush. It came in like a face brush collection. I used the Real Technique sponge, and this I used to blend in my concealer. I'm also baking right now, and I use the Fit Me Loose Powder. And in the spots I'm not baking in, I just set with a powder, and I'm using the Broadway Colors Pressed Powder. It's in Ivory. This is what it looks like. It's my sister's. I stole it from her. I've used it like twice. I don't know, it's just a pressed powder. Sets my foundation. And I just use this fluffy powder brush. It's by Bella Beauty. I got this for Christmas. It's nice and fluffy. I like it. It's pretty decent. And I also have my eyebrows done. I use the same powder that I talked about in my last video. It's a Clinique eyeshadow, and it's in the shade Sable. To do my eyebrows, I dip this Morphe angled brush into the powder, and I just fill them in. And then I shape them out with my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm pretty sure I said that wrong in my last video because I'm a retard. So my Tarte Shape Tape, and I put it on this little e.l.f. brush. It's just this. This is the brush.
My plan that I just came up with is to do like a pink crease and then a yellow glitter. I almost stabbed myself. So I'm gonna start out using the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes palette. It's my sister's actually, but I stole it, so thanks, Ashley. Now I'm going to take this other Morphe. It's like a fluffy brush, but it's not angled.
And I'm gonna put it in this color called Just Peachy. And I'm gonna mix it with Peaches and Cream. You can't even, oh my god.
I'm gonna take this Morphe brush and I'm going to dip it in Peaches and Cream and a little bit of Just Peachy, and I'm gonna just blend that in my crease.
I'm just gonna start above my non-existing eyelid and go back and forth.
I'm going to dip this same brush into Peach Punch.
So I start by tapping in my inner corner and like in my crease, my outer corner. And then once I do that, I start blending. And this one, I'm not going to take it as high up, but I'm going to blend it all the way over still. I'm just going to keep going back and dipping it in this and doing the same thing until it's the color that I like.
Okay, now that I have that color how I like it, don't really have a plan. Give me a second to come up with it. Now I'm going to take this brush. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush that comes in the Modern Renaissance palette. That's really dirty. Excuse that. And I'm going to dip it into Love Letter. So I'm going to start by dabbing it here and just blending it. You might be scared right now. You might have lost faith in me because of this, but don't worry, we're gonna blend it out.
I'm just gonna keep going back and forth, and I don't really want to bring this all the way to my inner corner because then it's gonna kind of look like I have a black eye because I already have tiny little eyes. So yeah, we're not gonna do that.
Now I'm just gonna go back with the brush that I was using before that one, and I'm going to dip this in Peach Cobbler and Just Peachy.
And I'm going to blend over like the top edges of where I just put that Love Letter color, and I'm gonna blend on top of it too.
My eyelids are wrinkly because they're very hooded, so sometimes a brush will get caught on the wrinkles and leave lines in my eyeshadow. Isn't that fun?
So I'm just blending over this, and I'm gonna drag it a little bit into the inner corner. Now I'm just going over top of everything, making sure it's blended.
It's really pink. Really digging it. It's vibrant. Now I'm gonna take this other blending brush. I just moved my brushes out of the way. It wasn't slick at all. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this other blending brush. Doesn't have a name, no clue where it came from. Got it from Christmas. Got it for Christmas from my dad. So I'm just gonna take this and I'm gonna dip this in Just Peachy.
And I'm just going to blend all over, around the top. Just make sure everything's really blended out.
Now that this crease is done, I can't decide if I want to do a cut crease or not. I'm thinking yes. And I'm also going to use my Tarte Shape Tape. I'm going to dab it on my eyelid. I'm going to look up. It's going to create a line where my cut crease should be. I don't really know how to explain that to you. But yeah, that's what you do.
I'm going to dab it. Look up. And then I'm going to follow this line and carve it out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm really not that good at these. I just do it sometimes and I hope it turns out good.
Then I'm going to switch to this blending brush and put it back in Love Letter and dip it on my... I guess I shouldn't refer to doing my eyeshadow as dipping. I'm blending it, but pretty much I'm dipping. So I'm just going to pat it on my inner corner like that and kind of like up in my crease. And then I'm going to take this blending brush again, what a surprise, and I'm going to blend that. Kind of just pat again. I'm not even sure how I can do eyeshadow because I just pat everything. I don't really blend, I suck.
So I'm going to take this Wet n Wild little shader brush and I'm going to dip it in this peach. I don't know how to say that word, it's an M word. We setting it real good. Let me do my other eye before I forget how to function. I did it! Yay! Okay, I'm just gonna spray my brush with this Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist by Tarte. It smells like mint sweet tea. If you know what mint sweet tea tastes like, this smells like it. And I'm going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette and dip in this sparkly yellow.
Now I'm just going to pack it on where I put all that concealer. Oh, the lighting. Where I put all that concealer. The lighting! So I'm pretty much just packing it on. I wet the brush to make the color more vibrant.
I'm gonna take this fluffy brush now, and I'm not gonna put anything on it. I'm just gonna tap at my edges. I'm sorry if the lighting keeps changing. I no clue why it's doing that. I'm trying to stop when I see it do it. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth from blending with the pink on the edge of it and tapping like some of the yellow into it until it's a nice mix.
Now I'm going to take this fluffy brush again. I didn't put anything extra on it because it already has a bunch of pink, as you can see, and I'm just gonna blend out the edges somewhere.
Now I'm going to take this brush one last time.
Kind of blend it up right here.
Then take this one and blend one more time. Okay, this is what we've gotten so far. Now I'm going to wipe my bake away under my eyes really quick. We're gonna take this brush and dip in all of these colors pretty much that we used.
And I'm just going to take this fluffy brush and run it under my lash line. And blend that almost all the way to the inner corner, but not.
I just baked a little bit along the edges right here to kind of clean it up a little bit because the color was falling a lot. Now I'm going to take this pointed brush. It's a Morphe one. I'm gonna dip this in Love Letter. I'm gonna run this as close to my lash line as I can, and I'm not gonna bring it as far over as I blended the other colors.
So I'm just going to run this right here. Now I'm going to go back to this brush and just run over that to blend it out really good.
And I'm going to dip this brush in the yellow that I used on my eyelid.
I'm going to pat this on the rest of my lash line where I didn't put the other colors.
It's got a little bit of yellow right here, and I like it.
Now I'm just going to go back with the brush that I used to take my bake away, and I'm going to swipe all of this away.
Now we're gonna do an eyebrow highlight, and I'm going to use... All my brushes are really old. They don't have names, like the name came off. I'm pretty sure this is a Wet n Wild brush. It's really old. I'm going to dip this into this white shade right here, this white shimmery champagne shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette.
And I'm just going to highlight my brow bone.
So this is what we have with the eyes so far. I'm just gonna take this angled brush. It's just a Morphe one. It came in that face brush set I was talking about. And I'm going to dip this into my butter bronzer, this I love this stuff.
I'm just going to dip it in here and then pretty much pat and kind of like blend a little bit. You'll see.
To do my nose, I just take, like, it's an eyeshadow brush. It's just a normal fluffy one. No clue what brand it is. I don't know. And I'm just going to dip it in my butter bronzer.
And run it along the bridges of my nose, just on both sides like this. And then I'll run it along the tip like that. I also take this and put it underneath my lip because I want big lips and I'm too young and can't afford injections.
Now I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill collection little brush set. And this is JH02. And I'm going to take my Milani Baked Bronzer, the same one I used in the last video. And I'm just going to dip this in here and get to work. I'm going to take my Fit Me powder and bake underneath this.
I'm also going to bake the sides of my nose to sharpen up that nose contour.
Now while that's baking, I'm going to do blush. I'm taking this angled blush brush and it's JH04. I'm going to use my Tarte blush in Party.
And I'm going to blend from the back of my cheeks to the apples of my cheeks. After I do blush, I'm going to go back to my powder brush that I used and wipe away this bake.
Now for highlight, I'm going to take the JH07. It's just this fluffy highlighter brush. They have a smaller one, but I like the bigger one. I like to glow. I'm going to use my Ofra highlighter. It's the Nikki Tutorials collab, and it's the Everglow one. So it has all three of the colors. I mixed this light one and this like bronzy one together, and it makes a really pretty shade on my face.
And then on my cheekbones, I'm going to blend that in. I bring it up onto my temples. So for this part, I just dip into this bronzy color, and I put it right here above my eyebrow and kind of blend it down onto my temples. And then in the center of my forehead, I like to glow. I'm also going to take this bronzy one and do my chin, my cupid's bow, and my nose.
This is where I use the detailed one though, so I'm gonna dip it in just this like white one.
So I'm going to take the detailed one and put it on my nose, the tip of my nose, and the bridge of my nose, and my cupid's bow.
Now I'm going to set my eyebrows, and I'm going to use this e.l.f. little duo thing.
And whenever I set my eyebrows, I push up to make them look more full. Ooh, this is kind of good.
And now for eyelashes, I'm just going to use my Roller Lash Mascara, and I'm going to do this real quick. So I put on mascara. This would probably be really pretty with eyeliner, like a wing or fake eyelashes, but I have really hooded eyes, so I hate doing wings. And also, I'm taking this makeup off right after I'm done videoing this, so I'm not putting fake eyelashes on because those really bother me. For lips, first of all, have to get this crustiness off of them. That's disgusting. But for lips, I really haven't been liking a color on my lips. Most of the time it's just Carmex. But today I'm going to use this little, it's really old, but it's a lip pencil. I'm pretty sure it's from L'Oreal. It's this nude color, and I'm gonna line my lips. So now I have them kind of crazily filled in, kind of sparsely filled in. I'm just gonna take this lip gloss. It's by Steve Laurent. It kind of looks purple. It doesn't come out purple. It's in the shade Orchid. Stole it from my sister. It's kind of gonna blend out my little lip liner for me. So now I have this nude glossy lip. But now is setting spray, and I'm going to use the Morphe setting spray. Just found it in my sister's room. Been wanting to try it.
It's like it doesn't have a smell, but it's like really refreshing.
It smells really freaking good. I forgot inner corner highlight. Hold on.
Gonna take my highlight brush that I use for my brow bone, dip it in this white color from my Ofra palette, and pop that in the inner corner.
Okay, so I'm done. Bye.